Hi, Lee Phillips here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This probably isn't your first video, but it's not my first rodeo either, so there we go. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends to subscribe too, because we give new information all the time. Today I want to talk about how to end a revocable trust. A revocable trust is the one that you're going to set up to do your estate planning. You have one, mom and dad has one, everybody has one. Ending a revocable trust is easy because it says that it's revocable. You can get rid of it. You can do whatever you want with it. But there's a practical aspect to ending it also. And that is you have to basically move the assets out of the trust. Now, most people are too uneducated, or I was going to say dumb or whatever, to put the assets into the trust, so the trust doesn't work for them anyway. It doesn't avoid probate. In order to avoid probate, and that's another YouTube video, the trust has to own the assets. Well, if you want to get rid of the trust, you have to go in and undo that ownership of assets. That means you have to go down to the bank and you have to fill out a new signature card in your name, or you, husband, wife name, joint tenants, however you want to do it, and take the trust's name off of the bank account. That's assuming the trust owned the bank account in the first place. Now, there's no tax consequences to killing or ending a revocable trust because it's your stuff anyway. It's your Social Security number down at the bank, and everything is taxed on your 1040. So the fact that you move the assets in and out of the trust, you move them all out of the trust, and as soon as the trust doesn't own any assets, technically it's dead. You can tear it up and get rid of it. Now, you probably shouldn't do that because you might need it, because when you die, you just have a pour-over will, and the will takes things through the probate process and then pours them over into the living trust, and the living trust, the revocable living trust, says how it's going to be distributed after you die. The will doesn't. So you might need that trust even though it doesn't have any assets. But the whole object of the trust is to get the assets into it. There are reasons to kill a trust, though, or to end a living revocable trust. Usually you get another one is what you do. And if you get another one, you take the assets out of the first living revocable trust and put it into the other one. Now, if the other one is a restatement or an amendment to the first one, then the assets can stay where they are, and you don't have to worry about doing that. But if you actually want to get rid of the trust, just go back in, reverse the process, take the assets out of the trust's name. You're the trustee, you can do that. You have to sign as trustee to do that. Take them out of the trust's name, put them in your name or wherever you want them to go at that point, and you have now ended your revocable trust. You don't have to file tax returns or anything because you weren't filing tax returns for it in the first place. This is Lee Phillips talking about how to end a revocable trust.